Welcome in, everybody, once again to Grider Stadium for game number 2 today in the Region 4 3A tournament as the Tullahoma Wildcats get set to take on the DeKalb County Tigers. DeKalb County playing in their first region tournament since 2021. My name's Jacob Vincent, joined by Noah McKay for today's broadcast. And tell you what, this Tullahoma team, they have come to play some baseball this year. They have a record of 28-6. They went 9-1 in AAA. They were the champions in the tournament, although they did not play their championship game. Same as 7 AAA. And DeKalb County worked their way through the bottom part of the bracket. A record of 10-21, 3-7 in district play, but were able to get 4 wins in the tournament to make it to the championship game. Never played the championship game, but they have been playing some good baseball. Wins against Sparta 8-1 and then falling to Upperman 8-3. Came back and won 3 in a row. Beat Cumberland County 6-3, Sparta 11-3, and Stone Memorial 9-8. And they were trailing in that game 7-6 after 5 innings. This DeKalb County team has been hitting the baseball very well, scoring 7 runs per game in their last 5. However, this is a pitching staff and a defense for Tullahoma that does not give up very many runs. Nobody here has scored more than 3 in their last 10 games.
Yeah, Tullahoma, a very good team, obviously. There's a reason they're here. They're a program year in and year out. Upperman's become that program within 7 AAA. Tullahoma's that in 8 AAA. They've been to state tournaments. They're an experienced team. They're hosting this tournament for the second time in 3 seasons. Every time they've been able to because of the flip-flopping. They were in it, of course, last year. A little bit of an upset last year when they fell against Livingston Academy. Aaron Moffitt pitched a 7-inning gem shutout in that game. So it's a Tullahoma team with a chip on its shoulder. But it's a DeKalb team with a little bit of that Cinderella magic. Did the week off help or hurt? We'll have to find out. Talk about a player, Austin Riley, Dallas Kirby. He's playing like an MLB guy right now. He hit the daylights out of the baseball in the district tournament. If he can continue to do that, if they can get good enough pitching on the mound, the route to victory for DeKalb County is shootouts. It's the nature of the beast. Can they get into one of those against a good pitching staff for Tullahoma? We're about to find out.
Starting lineup for DeKalb County, same as what they brought out in the district tournament. Connor Young leads it off. Ty Webb bats second. Braden Carter in the third spot. Dallas Kirby will clean it up. Weston Wright bats fifth. Batting sixth is the pitcher on the mound, Evan Pritchard today. Carson Donnell bats seventh. Braxton Cantrell batting eighth. And Tucker Webb batting ninth. On the mound for the Tullahoma Wildcats, one of their aces on the season. First pitch, swing and a miss by Connor Young in 8 starts so far this year, this one being his 9th. 48 2/3 innings pitched. He's got a 6-0 record, only allowed 13 earned runs for an ERA of 1.86, 53 strikeouts to 13 walks, and a batting average against of 2.11 as the count goes to 1-1. On the third baseman, Connor Young, a great leadoff batter for the Tigers.
Yeah, and this is all about the approach here for DeKalb County. Can they work late in the counts and not make it just easy shutdown innings out there on the mound?
Connor Young has been hitting the baseball well for DeKalb County. Plays a very good third base over there at the hot corner as well. For Coach Webb and company, comes the 1-2. That one misses low and needs the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. This lineup for DeKalb County 1 through 9 is one of the stronger ones. We were kind of talking about it on the way up here. In 7 AAA this season, it's been the pitching that's let them down at times because they have been competitive in a lot of their games this season.
They have been a team that only won 6 games in the regular season. To turn around and be where they are now so impressive, it's because of the bats.
Swings at that one, fouls it off, and Connor Young still with a 2-2 count battling now against Tomlin on the mound. Evan Tomlin, he'll also bat cleanup for this Tullahoma team. Mentioned it, one of the best teams in the state of Tennessee. You got them and Upperman in this region tournament. 2 top teams on this side of the state.
Yeah, and you look at it.
Breaking ball hit back up the middle. Shortstop picks it up. The throw to first is in time to get Connor Young. Nice play by Andrew Fulmer at short for the first out of the inning.
That's a great play. It's a taste of why this Tullahoma team is so good. They're going to make the routine plays look routine. How many times do we see that play lead to an error sometimes? Not with this Tullahoma Wildcat squad.
Evan Tomlin on the mound. Jaron Morris behind the plate. Shortstop you saw there was Andrew Fulmer. At first base is Colton Emery. Third baseman is Mason Bratcher. Second base is Trevor Cole. In the outfield, Braylon Tootin is in center field. Right field is Hunter Hogan, and left field is Cale Fanning. Ty Webb is at the plate, breaking ball across for strike 1 to him.
Man, been all around the zone so far early. It's a good job pitching in. Evan Tomlin, he's pitched a lot of big postseason games. He's an experienced guy out there. He is their number 1 in the rotation, just committed to Motlow. They're going to play the next level.
A lot of these guys just down the road to Motlow. Not far from here in Tullahoma. And that one misses low on the 0-2 to Ty Webb. Ty Webb has worked some good counts. They're really trying to get their cleanup batter to the plate, though. Dallas Kirby, his numbers have been phenomenal through the 7 AAA tournament, batting 7 for 15 with 2 doubles, 2 triples, and 9 runs driven in over the 5 games.
Yeah, he completely took over Saturday in Baxter. It was on another level.
Tomlin ready to go with the 1-2. Called strike 3. It's a backwards K for Tomlin and 2 outs in the inning.
Yeah, Evan Tomlin's going to be able to pinpoint those pitches. So he's going to be able to paint the black. You see it there coming across just at the knees. And that's one, you're not going to see a better pitch than that. If you're going to take that pitch, you're going to sit down more times than not.
It's going to be the center fielder, Braden Carter, stepping to the plate with 2 outs now for the Tigers. Tigers, the away team on the scoreboard, obviously playing here at Tullahoma, the hosting school for this Region 4 3A tournament. Tigers playing in their first region tournament 3 years since 2021.
And I really think it's going to be important as that one misses low for DeKalb to kind of withstand an early storm. You're on the road. Their home fans are very much into it. And even if you don't score, can you go up and put a 0 on the scoreboard? Prevent that early onslaught that Tullahoma's looking for.
This one hit hard, right side of the infield, but right at the second baseman. The throw to first is in time. Trevor Cole able to make the throw. 3 up, 3 down inning for the top of the first. And the Tigers will be out in the field coming up in the bottom of 1. This is the Region 4 4A tournament on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
Tullahoma coming to the plate for the first time in the bottom of the first. The Wildcats sending the plate looking like this. Andrew Fulmer, the shortstop, leads it off. The catcher, Darren Morris, behind the plate will bat second. Balin Toon now in center field, bats third. Evan Tomlin is the cleanup batter on the mound. Colton Emery, the first baseman, bats fifth. Mason Bratcher is the third baseman. He will bat sixth. Batting seventh is the right fielder, Hunter Hogan. Philip Lemon is the DH. He'll bat eighth. And Trevor Cole is the second baseman. Cale Fanning not batting in left field. In the field for DeKalb County on the mound is going to be Evan Pritchard, who has kind of been their number one this season. The lefty who has looked really good at times so far. Behind the plate is Ty Webb. Third base, Connor Young. Dallas Kirby at shortstop. Second baseman is Tucker Webb. At first base tonight for DeKalb County
leading out for your Wildcats, number 11
is somehow I don't have him on the board. Cam Cavallero's out in left field. Center fielder is Braden Carter, and right fielder is Braxton Cantrell.
And this for Evan Pritchard is about withstanding the early storm. Look for aggressive Tullahoma batters.
That one called strike on the outside corner for Pritchard.
You're not going to make any friends with the home crowd with that one, but DeKalb County says thank you very much for that called strike one.
It is Carson Donnell over at first base. I wrote in an 8 instead of a 3. It is Braden Carter out in center field. 1-1 count here to Andrew Fulmer, the leadoff batter. And that one swung on and fouled back 1-2.
And for Evan Pritchard, it's been a little bit up and down sometimes. He's been getting the ball in the Monday starts in the district slate. He came in, pitched well on Saturday in that district tournament. Pitched in 2 games, came in and closed the door at the end of that Stone Memorial game. So he's the guy I think the Coach Webb trusts the most in this rotation.
That'll leave the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes as that one misses low in the dirt. Fulmer trying to lead things off here for the Wildcats. Mentioned their record, 28-6 on the year. They went 9-1 in district play in 8 AAA. Their only loss coming to the other team in this tournament in Lawrence County. We'll be playing in that 3 o'clock game on Saturday. Upperman will be playing at noon in the region title. The winner of this game will face the Bees. Loser will take on Lawrence County to keep their season alive. Breaking ball back up the middle right side, and that's through for the first hit of the ball game as Fulmer puts it in the outfield. past the outstretched glove of Tucker Webb at second base.
Yeah, and has a really good approach to the plate, leading off a great lineup, and you see why. He just flares it out there into center field, and again, you see the defensive effort of Tullahoma in the top half. That gets caught, and it's over to first. That time just can't get there in time, and you got to run around with nobody out.
And the catcher, J-Ron Morris, will come to the plate. This is a very prolific hitting Tullahoma lineup that they have power all the way through. They've got average all the way through, and they can rack up the hits in a hurry. And you mentioned it, this DeKalb County team, the bats have been working well. They went 1-2-3 in the first. Only faced a real ace in that district tournament against Juju Yano. Outside of that, did not face a lot of the quality of pitchers that Tullahoma will throw out there today.
Well, and that was the question for DeKalb's offense, is Juju Yano totally locked him down for 6 innings on Saturday, or on Thursday, I guess it was. That was a long time ago. But can they stay hot against a lineup like this of pitchers?
Big swing and a miss by J-Ron Morris, and the count goes to 1-1.
Because it's easy to just look at this, really, this half of the bracket and go, Tullahoma and Upperman probably making the state tournament. DeKalb County wants to throw a wrench in that here in this one. They're going to have to work through some early trouble.
Signal Mountain and Heritage, the other one seeds on the other side, which would possibly be a sub-state round with the two teams that make it through this tournament.
And if it is Tullahoma or Upperman, both those teams be a pretty good favorite over either one of those two teams.
2-1 count here.
And if it's DeKalb County, then they made it through the gauntlet. Well, come on now. I don't know where you want that pitch to go.
3 balls and a strike now to J-Ron Morris, the second batter in the lineup here for the Wildcats. And there are a ton of fans here for Tullahoma.
Yeah, they're here.
Here at Grider Stadium.
This is a hungry team and a hungry fan base.
Yeah.
They've been on the doorstep for the past 3 years in this classification.
That one misses inside. That'll be ball 4. It's a walk issue to J-Ron Morris, and the first 2 runners aboard here in the lineup for the Wildcats.
And now you get to the big bats in the order for Tullahoma. They can park one over the fence. Mentioned in the first game, it's a big park when it comes to the stands and all that, but it's not a huge field. You can get it out of here with a well-struck ball.
Yeah, and you wonder if that maybe plays into the mental aspect of it at all with Pritchard on the mound. I mean, you're looking right at all of these fans back here in the stands. There's a lot of stands up here, a lot of fans in the stands as well. DeKalb County has made the trip, and Tullahoma has absolutely filled it up.
Yeah, DeKalb County not a too bad of a drive. It's not a direct flight to get here to Tullahoma from Smithville, but they've done it. You got to make a connecting flight somewhere in McMinnville.
It'll be the center fielder, Balin Tootin, at the plate now with 2 runners on first and second. Nobody out here in the first, and that one misses away. It's 1-0.
And I say they're eager because this is a team that has a lot of experienced players on it. These are guys, but these are guys who haven't been able to get over the hump. They are ready. They feel like to get over the hump. The problem in this classification is, as that pitch misses up and in, is in their way are a couple of teams. Of course, Greenville with Carson Quillen back, and Coach Webb's going to come out and have a word. He doesn't like what he sees out there on the mound. And he, 2 years ago, Upperman wins it, and they've got a bunch of freshmen out there. So it's tough for a team like Tullahoma to get over the hump when in your way are young teams that also have that experience who have done it before. They're going to take their crack in this tournament. It's a good start for them, and Coach Webb knows he needs to calm things down. That early surge that we talked about, Jacob, can you withstand it?
Yep.
You can feel it. The energy and momentum is on the left side of the ballpark, but if you're out there and you're Pritchard on the mound, even if you get up a run or two in this inning, can you start to record some outs? Can you get your crowd into it a little bit more and just settle in out there and throw some strikes?
We saw Upperman in the first game give up a run in the first, able to answer back in the bottom half of the inning. DeKalb County didn't score in the top of the first, but trying to limit the damage here in the bottom part of the inning with 2 runners on first and second and nobody out, and the 3-hole hitter and Balin Tootin at the plate. Lefty on lefty matchup here with Pritchard on the mound. 2-0 count to him after the mound visit by Coach Webb. Pritchard looks back to second. He will check back there. Take a deep breath.
Yep. I think that was a good mound visit by Coach Webb. He just needed to slow this game down a little bit.
Here comes the 2-0. Swung on and fouled off. It's 2-1.
And that's the best pitch Evan Pritchard's thrown. So came out, calmed it down just a little bit. Let's put it in the strike zone. Make them, if they're going to beat you, make them hit the ball to beat you. 2
balls and a strike to Tootin, who he can absolutely rip the cover off the ball.
They can definitely hit you, hit it to beat you. Don't misconstrue what I said, but you got to give them an opportunity to.
They started to show bunt there. Maybe Tullahoma trying to go a little bit of a small ball here, but now it's a hitter's count at 3-1. Not too many times you see a 3-hole hitter lay down a bunt.
I love a little small ball.
Yeah, saw that a lot in the 7 AAA tournament, that's for sure. Here is the 3-1. Tried to slap it out there and pops it up for strike 2.
The rare baseball 3-hole slap bunt.
On a 3-1 count. He was trying to push it there to Connor Young at third base. He's got a lot of speed as well, so it would have been a tough play.
This is a big pitch.
Yeah.
Very big pitch.
Full count, nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Runners on first and second for the Wildcats. No score yet. Pritchard delivers the payoff. Back up the middle, and it's caught on the mound. The throw to first, and they double him up. What a catch by Pritchard, and there's 2 outs in the inning.
I'm telling you right now, Jacob, that could have been a triple play. If he turns around to second and throws, there's no way the runner gets back from first. That was a tremendous play by Pritchard, though, to flash the glove out and catch that one. Big double play. Mentioned it was a big pitch. DeKalb County wins that one first battle in this game, but that could have been 3 if he turns the other way. I know what he was thinking. It was the right move, but if he turns around to second, it's 3 outs, and they're heading to the dugout right now.
We saw Juju Yano make a heck of a catch in that first game, and Pritchard just does the same thing right there. Gets a good throw to first to get a second out.
It's a huge, huge set of outs
Massive.
for DeKalb County.
2 gone now, but still have to deal with Evan Tomlin, the cleanup batter, with a runner in scoring position. Pritchard delivers home. The runner goes. The throw from Webb bounces one time. The tag is not in time. It'll be a stolen base for Andrew Fulmer.
You missed a stolen base earlier. I missed one now. Apologies on the camera work. We are, as we've been told, professional commentators, not professional camera movers.
Yeah, we're not the producers.
We are not produced by. Where's Madison McKay and Desiree Phipps when you need?
That's right.
They would have gotten it.
Pritchard delivers the 0-1. The breaking ball. Called strike 2.
I suppose that first one was called a strike. Or did he swing at it? I don't remember. I was looking at the base stolen. I wasn't paying the camera to it, but I was watching it.
Pritchard working out of the windup, trying to strand the runner. Here comes the 0-2. Misses a little bit high. It's a good pitch. Goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Andrew Fulmer led it off with a single. Advanced up to second on the walk by J-Ron Morris and then stole third. Here is the 1-2. Breaking ball hit right side of the infield. That'll be through. Donnell just didn't go for it. He thought Tucker Webb was going to go after it, and that'll be an RBI single for Evan Tomlin. Yeah, it's 1-0 lead.
That is perplexing. That's out number 3. Carson Donnell, that's right to him. And he left. He went over to first to cover the bag. He moves everywhere, though. He's not your everyday first baseman. Evan Pritchard is. But if he stands there, he catches it, jogs over, tags the back for the 3 unassisted. It's 0-0, and instead it's 1-0 Tullahoma with the momentum.
Yeah, how big is that stolen base as well by Fulmer over to third? He scores the run. It's a 1-0 start for the Wildcats, and Evan Tomlin helps himself out on the mound. It'll be Colton Emery, the first baseman for the Wildcats, now at the plate with 2 away and a runner on first. Pritchard out of the stretch. Goes inside and misses.
Those are the sorts of opportunities that you can't miss against a team like Tullahoma. We saw Lawrence County make those mistakes in game number 1, and they paid dearly.
Popped up shallow right. DeKalb County out there and able to make the grab out there in right field as Braxton Cantrell for the final out of the inning. A run across for Tullahoma on a hit. And a runner stranded as well. It's 1-0. We are through 1 here in the Region 4 3A tournament on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseychevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, delicious pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, Realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student-athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on UCR Media Network.
Back here in the second inning of action, and the Tigers back to the plate. 4, 5, and 6. Dallas Kirby, Weston Wright, and Evan Pritchard due up in the inning. And Dallas Kirby absolutely scorched the 7 AAA tournament, going 7 for 15 with 2 triples, 2 doubles. Drew a couple of walks, 9 runs driven in, and scored 4 runs as well. He has been on an absolute tear, and we wondered how the long break would affect the Upperman Bees. They looked fine so far for DeKalb County. 3 up, 3 down in the first. See if they're able to get it going here against Evan Tomlin on the mound.
He still needs new pants.
Well, I mean, that's probably not going to change.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess. But the pants are broken.
And that ball is ripped, and that one is through, and Dallas Kirby leads it off with a hit here in the second.
This kid's unbelievable right now. I mean, the way he's seeing the baseball, that's the first pitch he into him. It's a great pitch to hit, and he makes no mistake putting it in left field. He is hitting the ball as well as anybody in this state in any classification right now.
And Fulmer gave a good effort at it. It was just past the outstretched diving glove, so it puts a runner with a lot of speed over at first in Dallas Kirby. Of course, got a really good catcher behind the plate here for Tullahoma.
It's not there yet. It's approaching don't pitch to him territory. I mean, he's just peppering everywhere right now.
Yeah, we saw that with Nick Osmond.
Yeah.
And DeKalb County used that, intentionally walked him in that game. Bunt showing here by Weston Wright. And that'll be across for strike 1.
Yeah. Good if you're showing bunt. That's the one to lay down, though. That's a good pitch to bunt on.
Yeah, especially that outside part of the plate.
DeKalb needs to get one back. Feels like they let one get away from him there. After some early trouble, Pritchard was able to work around it, but he had a mistake in the infield and allows the run to come across. Now you're down to a great team on the road in their house.
Tried to bunt, couldn't get it. It's a foul tip back into the mid. It's 0-2. Weston Wright, the DH, has been in this spot pretty much all season long, and Coach Webb, one of the rare coaches that still goes through the signs over there at the third base coach's box, doesn't go with the play card.
Love it.
More old school. He'll play small ball, obviously, as he's trying to do here, but it's an 0-2 count. Probably not. He is swinging away. He pops that one up back into the cars behind us. Ooh. Right off the top of an Audi. Oh, it hit a Silverado as well, but not yours.
They got to really get to mine. My windshield's facing away on purpose. They can land in the tailgate back there.
Smart.
It's the only parking spot left when I got back.
We can take a baseball with us.
Souvenir.
Right, trying to battle with the 0-2. Tomlin delivers. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the game for Evan Tomlin.
You go ahead 0-2. You get up in the box. What in the world just happened to you?
I snapped my clipboard. It was already
Got
breaking.
upset about the strikeout? I mean, but that's a good pitch. You come in with that high cheese, 0-2. It's tough to lay off that pitch, especially at that velocity. You got to make a decision early, and he gets the strikeout.
It'll be Evan Pritchard stepping in now, trying to help himself out with a runner on first base. He's swinging away and swings right through.
It'll be interesting to see. We've seen both guys go to arguably their number ones in this game today outside of Lawrence County. We saw Upperman hold them under 55 with Juju Yano. Will they do that with Tullahoma and Tomlin out there on the mound? And will Coach Webb do it with Evan Pritchard on the mound? Because that can change the complexion of the game. Even if you got a pitcher who's mowing through, is he going to get this whole game or not is something to watch.
Be interesting to see who Upperman starts on Saturday as well. I have a few different options. This one popped up, and that's a foul ball. It'll be 0-2 now after the bunt foul. And so we've seen the small ball try to be employed here early on for DeKalb County to move Kirby into scoring position. Unsuccessful through the first 2 batters, and still an 0-2 count here to Evan Pritchard.
The route to runs in this game for DeKalb County is probably going to be the top 3 guys in the order getting on and letting Dallas Kirby swing the bat.
Got on 9 times in the 7 AAA tournament. Only scored 4 times. 0-2, misses outside. Tomlin's strikeout numbers pretty darn solid.
Yep. Good pitcher.
Over a strikeout per inning. 53 strikeouts coming into this game in 48 2/3.
He pitched in that game against Livingston last year, the 1-0 defensive battle that ended their season a year ago.
1-2. Off the barrel. That'll be down for a hit. The little bloop single out into the right, and Evan Pritchard finds himself a base hit and 2 runners on now. As a good throw into third will keep Kirby at second.
Really good piece of 2-strike hitting there for Evan Pritchard. He chokes up on the bat, just flicks it out into right field. Sets the table. Carson Donnell, he opened the district tournament really well against Sparta, the player of the game, Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game. He's trying to return to that form here, as there'll also be a runner on for Pritchard, the pitcher.
It had been Andrew Dacus, the pinch runner, coming on for Ty Webb in the district tournament. Of course, the Digicamos, very hard to see the numbers, so we're going to guess that is Andrew Dacus.
The camos mixed in with the net, forget about it.
Yeah.
I can see home plate's number.
It looks like it was 17 out there, so that is Andrew Dacus. It will be Carson Downell at the plate, though, for the first time tonight. 2 runners on and just 1 out here in the second. Tigers trying to put together a little bit of a rally, trailing by a run. There's a good breaking ball across for strike 1.
What a pitch. Started out behind him and ripped in.
Yeah, and if you'll remember, for the Tigers, felt like they could have been able to get out of the inning there in the bottom of the first without allowing any runs. At the great line drive catch by Pritchard on the mound, able to double off a runner at first base. And the ground ball right side. Showing bunts here. Tried to offer at it, I thought.
Appeal down.
They'll check down to first. He did go. And that will be strike 2. So now 3 straight batters have gone behind 0-2. Strikeout to right. Single by Pritchard.
You're going to have to be aggressive against Tomlin early. He's really throwing a lot of strikes.
Looks back to second, delivers home. The breaking ball called strike 3 on the inside corner. Catches a piece for the second strikeout in the inning. Second looking strikeout. He's got 3 on the game.
Yeah, you freeze him up the first pitch of the AB with that. Go back to it early. That's a good pitching by an experienced right-hander out there in the form of Evan Tomlin.
It'll be Braxton Cantrell coming to the plate, the right fielder, with 2 runners on and 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. DeKalb County trying to scrape across a run to tie this game up.
Anything down in the outfield, Dallas Kirby's got plenty of speed to get around and score.
And there's a fastball on the outside corner that misses just out there. You mentioned it. Tomlin has been pinpointing fastball, the breaking ball. When he misses, it's like that. It doesn't miss by much. 1-0. Good breaking ball. That one misses inside. First time a batter has been ahead in the ball game. It's 2-0.
You got to have some guts to throw that pitch, because if you miss it by a little bit, it hits him.
Yep. It's got a good amount of break on it. 2-0. Misses outside. Now 3-0 to the 8th batter, Braxton Cantrell.
Put that sucker on your right shoulder and wait if you're Braxton Cantrell at the plate right now.
And Tucker Webb standing in the on-deck circle. The younger of the Webbs in that 9 spots. There's a called strike right down Broadway for 3-1.
And you know they're going to do that, and you still got to make him do that. You can't offer at it and give him something easy on a 3-0 count. Now you can do whatever you green light special if you're Braxton Cantrell.
Tomlin comes to 3-1. Swing and a miss. 3-2. He's worked his way back after getting behind 3-0. 2 runners on with 2 outs here in the top of the second. Singles by Kirby and Pritchard. Strikeouts by Wright and Donnell. Cantrell at the plate with a full count. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side. Evan Tomlin gets him swinging for the 4th strikeout of the day so far. Strands a couple of runners after a couple of hits. No runs across for the Tigers. It's still 1-0. Tullahoma on top here in the Region 4 3A tournament on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Clint Connor is your local auctions expert. With full service from start to finish, the Exit Crossroads Auction Group are here to make the process easy for you. Visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com for more details and current auctions. Clint Connor, your local auctions expert, is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Tullahoma leads it 1-0 as we get started in the bottom of the second. 2 up for the Wildcats. 6, 7, and 8 in the lineup. Mason Bratcher, Hunter Hogan, and Philip Lemon against Evan Pritchard, who is still on the mound. Pritchard allowed a couple of base runners to lead off this game. Had the 3-hole hitter and Balin Tootin at the plate. A line drive right back in him. Doubled off the runner at first base. And then got a ground ball by Evan Tomlin that thought could have been fielded over at first. However, it gets into the outfield and scores the only run of the game so far. So after working around a little bit of trouble, a run does come across. And we'll see what the Wildcats can do here towards the bottom of the lineup. It's a rowdy atmosphere here in Tullahoma. They have shown out for this region tournament.
They're hungry.
DeKalb County playing in their first region tournament for the first time since 2021. This one hit on a line out to left center, and the catch is made out in center field by Braden Carter. What a catch.
That was a tremendous jump by Braden Carter. He has to go a long way. That's Taylor made into the gap, and then he overran it a little bit, had to adjust back, makes the catch as he's going down in the wet, and I mean very wet outfield for out number one. Right now, DeKalb County's defense, they've had one mistake, but they have a couple of really nice plays, and they're doing the job. 1-0, not insurmountable. They got to keep it up.
Yeah, I walked out there to get the lineups before this game. It is soaking wet, and I was just walking behind the plate, so not even in the field of play. Yeah, there's a lot of water out there. 1-0 here to Hunter Hogan.
Over down the right field line, you can see where they pushed it all out, but you can see where the grass is just dead now from where it's been underwater.
The bullpen for DeKalb County in this game is full of water. That's
pitch.
where they pushed all that water. That's a called strike across. It's 1-1.
Right on the inside corner, drops it in there. For Pritchard's going to be in the 70s with a fastball. So, again, accuracy is paramount. He lost it early, but he's back in now.
A little two-seam action on that one. Misses high. 2 balls and 1 strike to the right fielder, Hunter Hogan, for the Wildcats. These teams today, right now, trying to win and move on to take on the Bees in the region championship game Saturday at noon. That one misses inside. As the games today were supposed to be played tomorrow, got moved up due to DeKalb County's graduation tomorrow. So everybody playing today.
I think that's an advantage for teams with deeper rotations because now they can bring in guys just like we saw earlier on today.
3-1. Swing and a miss. Full count now to Hunter Hogan with 1 out. Pritchard out of the windup. Here he comes. The payoff misses low, and that'll be a walk issued to Hunter Hogan. Second walk of the ball game from Pritchard.
Announcer jinx. Sorry.
No such thing. Philip Lemon coming to the plate, the DH for the Wildcats. Notice Connor Young, after some of the pitches, a lot of the pitches actually, the third baseman for the Tigers, he's either drawing, writing something in the dirt with his hands. He actually bends down and writes it in the dirt. Not exactly sure what that is.
1 out.
Hey,
a reminder.
Whatever helps, I guess.
I'm not. Very well, maybe something totally different.
That one off the end of the bat, slow roller to Kirby. Has to make a good throw, gets it out of the glove, and a good throw indeed for the second out of the inning to get Lemon.
Yeah, smart. If that was just a little harder hit, you got a chance at turning 2, but it was rolling in slowly, so there's only 1 play to make. Maybe he got the lead runner, but there was no chance to turn 2 there.
It'll be the second baseman, Trevor Cole, to the plate, the 9 batter in the lineup. You can get this down. You feel a lot better about facing the top of the lineup in the next inning. Trying to strand a runner at second base in the process, and Hunter Hogan as well. 2 away here in the bottom of the second. Wildcats with a 1-0 lead already. Pritchard delivers home, misses a little bit high. And we mentioned a few times for this DeKalb County team, 10-21 record, 6 wins in the regular season, 4 wins in the tournament, and had a chance for 1 or 2 more in that championship round, just were unable to get it played. But they've definitely found their stride here in the district tournaments.
They have. And this is right now DeKalb, right? You had that early first inning push. Can you draw them into the deep water? Get them into the deep end of the pool and just extend this game, keep it fairly tight so that you can try to stretch it one rally here. We've seen a bunch of big innings in the district tournament. Can you get to that point still in this game? What a grab.
That was behind Cole at the plate, and Webb able to grab it. It is 3-0, though, to Trevor Cole. The base is open, but leadoff batter at the plate.
Yeah, you got big bats looming here for Evan Pritchard. You got to put something right over the heart of the plate and dare him to hit it.
Pritchard delivers home the 3-0. That one is going to be ball 4 in the second walk here in this inning. Third walk of the game. It flips the lineup back over to the top. And Andrew Fulmer, who singled and scored his first time up, will be to the plate again here in the second.
And that's how big innings begin sometimes. You just extend the life, and it's ironic that his walk-up music has that pulse heartbeat before it gets started.
Mimicking of the heartbeat. It will be Andrew Fulmer. Hit it hard his first time up. Mentioned he stole third base as well after moving up to second. This one hit right side. That'll be a foul ball. It looked like he was trying to take it that way a little bit. Just kind of following it where Pritchard was going.
The runners took off and did not slow down for a while, so they got a long way to go back.
It could have been the old hit and run. On first and second with 2 outs. Now an 0-1 count to Fulmer. You've got Hogan, a right fielder, and Cole, a second baseman, both with a good amount of speed at first and second. Good catcher behind the plate in Ty Webb. That one misses inside.
A pretty good pitch from Evan Pritchard.
Was.
A good take, but
that's that back knee breaking ball.
Can he get out of this unscathed and just continue to draw him further and further out?
1 ball and 1 strike. Peek back to second. Breaking ball again, hit hard right side. That's down for a hit. They're going to send the runner from third. The throw just now coming in. 1 run scores with ease. And it's an RBI single for Andrew Fulmer, and the Wildcats up 2-0.
Great piece of hitting. We saw him do it early on in the game. Just rips it out in the right field again. That time wasn't as hard hit as the first one, but it's more than enough to score the run, and now Tullahoma adds on 1, and they're threatening for a lot more. I talked about it after the walk. It's how big innings start. You bring a big bat to the order with runners on, and bad things can happen.
Second hit of the ball game for Andrew Fulmer. Drives in another run. He's accounted for both of the runs so far. He scored the first one. He drove in the second one. It's 2-0. Runners on the corners here with 2 outs.
And I would suspect Tullahoma's about to try to swipe a bag here.
Jaron Morris at the plate. He walked his first time and then was doubled off on the line drive by Balin Tootin back to Pritchard. First pitch into him, swings at it, foul ball. Pritchard trying to again work around a little bit of trouble and only limit the damage to 1. Try to get the offense back up there for DeKalb County coming up in the top half of the third. 9-1-2, so you've got the bats you want to. There's 2 gone here in this one. It looks over at first. Comes home with the 0-1. Breaking ball, doesn't break.
I'm just loving the third headset over to our right. Telling you exactly where it missed every time.
Super fan. 1-1. Foul ball. I'll tell you what, the fans are out.
They are.
Droves.
Tremendous crowd. I mean,
here at Tullahoma.
This is as good as it gets. This is the biggest crowd you'll have outside of maybe a state championship game.
Bleachers go up about 10 to 12 rows, and then there's actually box seats of 3 rows in front with a walkway in between. It goes all the way over to the on-deck circle of each side, the grandstands. Plenty of seating.
Hundreds of people here.
Yeah.
Hundreds.
1-2 to Jaron Morris. Here's the pitch. And that one misses low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runner took second base as well in Fulmer. So now 2 runners in scoring position with Deuces Wild. 2-2 with 2 outs. Pritchard really looking to make a pitch here.
Probably goes without saying that if DeKalb County wants to win this game, they need to get out of this right here, right now.
Working out of the windup. Pritchard delivers the 2-2. Swung at, popped up high in the air left side. Connor Young,
play.
Dallas Kirby trying to find it from short. And he does in foul territory. Connor Young was drifting back there. Kirby called him off and able to make the grab, stranding a couple of runners in the process. 1 more run across, though, for the Wildcats. They lead it 2-0 through 2 with the Tigers coming back to the plate in the third. This is the Region 4 3A tournament presented by nobody on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with creative food and drinks on the rooftop. Fire and Vine is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do. Welcome back here to Tullahoma. The Wildcats have taken a 2-0 lead. The Tigers coming back to the plate here in the third, 9-1-2. Tucker Webb, Connor Young, and Ty Webb trying to get some run support out there for Evan Pritchard, who, for the most part, has pitched pretty well. Been working around a little bit of trouble. They could have gotten out of the first inning, not allowing any runs, and give up a run there on the RBI single by Andrew Fulmer.
Listen, if an hour ago you said DeKalb County's down 2-0 entering the third inning, they'll have 3 hits. They have 2 hits themselves. They've had traffic on the base paths against the number 1 pitcher for Tullahoma. You go, that could work out for DeKalb County. So they're here now in this situation, 9-1-2. Can they get Dallas Kirby up in this half inning? If you can, they could get these runs back, what you want to do as quick as you possibly can. But they're doing the job right now of hanging tough. Not only is this a district champion, first region tournament game in their field with a big crowd on a great night. They're fired up and ready to go. They've withstood that early onslaught. Can they punch back now and turn this into a 7-inning fight?
Yeah, you mentioned the weather in the first game. It has continued here in the second game. Absolutely perfect. 0 wind whatsoever. The sun obviously setting off behind those trees to the left. We are under the lights here in Tullahoma. Beautiful 73 degrees. Got up into the 80s today.
About time we had some good weather.
Yeah, especially after this week. And yesterday, hope everybody was able to stay safe from all the storms yesterday and the past few days. First one in there, a ball. It's 1-0. It's a Tucker Webb. Tomlin misses again, and there go the batting gloves from J-Ron Morris. Popped out of the pocket. 2 balls and no strikes here to Tucker Webb, the 9 batter. Trying to flip it over to the top of the runner on.
Yeah, he's got one job. Get on base. Get on base, add some speed onto the base paths, and set the table for the big bats.
Hey, keep those comments coming along. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. Swing and a miss on a 2-0. It's 2-1. Make sure you give us a like and a share as well, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook. And we welcome you in on the NFHS network as well. 2-1. Called strike in the outside corner. Evens it up at 2 apiece to Tucker Webb.
Got to change your mentality a little bit for Tucker Webb now. He missed badly with 2 pitches. Now he's right back on business.
2-2. Same spot. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. It's now 3 strikeouts in a row going back to the second, and 5 on the game for Evan Tomlin.
Now batting number 10.
Thinking for Coach Webb, you're looking for a little mentality shift. You've got a guy who's peppering the strike zone for the most part, and there's been a lot of standing and watching, a few backwards Ks already on the board. You got to get a little bit more aggressive at the plate. He's popping the glove in there in the upper 80s. Got to be more decisive at the plate.
5 strikeouts for the first time through the lineup. 3 of those were looking. Connor Young leads it off here with 1 out as he comes to the plate. Good breaking ball across for strike 1. He grounded out to Fulmer at shortstop his first time up.
Hallmarks of a really good pitcher out there. He missed so bad with 2 pitches, and now right back to business as Cam Caballero's out in the DeKalb County bullpen getting loose.
Breaking ball again. Misses a little bit high and inside that time. And tell you what, Caballero, he came in a couple of times in the district tournament. He looked really good in both of his appearances.
And we may see that 55 pitch count come into play with Evan Pritchard as well.
1-1. Misses low.
Can also see maybe something we talked about on the way up here, which is do you not want your pitcher to see this Tullahoma lineup twice? We've seen that from time to time this year.
Yeah, and they got it to the second, starting through that second time. As that one misses, and it's now a 3-ball count. 3-1 to Connor Young, the leadoff batter for the Tigers, trying to put something together here with 1 out.
And if you're Connor Young, you're thinking fastball at the knees here, and you get into attack mode.
He swings that one inside, pops it up right side. Going to be a tough play, drifting back the first baseman for the Wildcats. Able to make the grab, Colton Emery for out number 2.
And to his credit, it was fastball at the knees, maybe a little below the knees, but he was in attack mode, went after it. And that's one, if you're Coach Webb, you're okay with that out, right? Because that was a good approach. You worked the count to 3-1. You knew you were going to get a good pitch, and you take your best hack at it.
So 2 outs now to bring Ty Webb back to the plate. He struck out looking his first time up. Tomlin has worked very clean this first time through the lineup, now starting in the second time. Misses low, but a few batters. It's gotten away at times, but he's not walked anybody yet.
Yeah, he's been good, as per usual. He's been good the last several years here for the Wildcats.
1-0. Hit hard by Webb. Picked up by Fulmer. Has to make a really good throw on the way. Got there in time. Pirouetted all the way around and able to make a throw on the money. 1-2-3 in the third. It's still a 2-0 lead for Tullahoma. They're coming back to the plate in the bottom of the third. You're watching the Region 4 3A tournament on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
Wildcats with a 2-0 lead as we get going here in the bottom of the third. 3, 4, and 5-2 up. Balin Tootin, Evan Tomlin, and Colton Emery. The middle meat of the lineup against Evan Pritchard. We can do some on this day in history here in the bottom of the third. Forgot to do it in the top half.
Yes.
Going to go back to 1987. Eddie Murray hits home runs from each side of the plate in consecutive games. A major league first. He led the Orioles, helped the Orioles beat the White Sox 7-6 and 15-6.
Interesting.
It's impressive.
Very
Home runs
impressive.
from each side, back-to-back days. Balin Tootin hit a liner, a hot shot right back to Pritchard on the mound.
Could have been a triple play.
Yeah. Pritchard got in the way. It was in the glove.
You ever got to call a triple play? I haven't.
I honestly don't know. I don't think so, but I've called a lot of games.
Where in the world did that pitch miss?
High?
Just as an aside.
Maybe.
All right. Sure, you gave an answer.
1-0.
Too low. Ball behind.
It's too low.
2-0.
Too low.
It's also 2-0. Leadoff batter here in the inning, and Tootin. Center fielder, a lot of speed, a lot of power. Pritchard delivers the 2-0, and we also saw Caballero warming up there in between innings. He's still out in left field right now, so if at some point he gets that pitch count up there, you want to save Pritchard for possibly a Saturday game. 3-0 pitch. There's a called strike on the outside corner.
And this is, for Pritchard, it's going to be important for him to start being able to get ahead of these hitters, especially the heart of the order here, because now you got a hitter that can swing at anything that he likes in there.
There's a called strike on the outside corner and gets it back to full.
And you could tell they're trying to get him deep in that pitch count. I think they want to get into this rotation for DeKalb County.
Been a lot of 3-ball counts, already a few walks, and there's going to be another one. Fourth walk issued by Pritchard, and a base runner aboard to lead things off here in the third.
And kind of similar, quite frankly, to how it started against Sparta back last Wednesday, if you remember. We did that game to open up the 7 AAA tournament, and there was a quick hook for Coach Webb. He went out, brought Caballero in, slammed the door, and they got that big inning, which they've really had in all their wins these last 4 out of 5 games.
Yeah, he only allowed the 1 run, but just didn't really have his best stuff. White County had a lot of runners on in that game. Same thing here for Tullahoma so far. Feels like you should only have the 1 run for the Wildcats, at least for the Tigers.
And that's the thing that a lot of these DeKalb County pitchers have similar stuff when it comes to velocity and the mix of pitches, as that one's in there for a strike. So you can kind of ride the hot hand if you're Coach Webb. You trust Evan Pritchard's experience, but if it's not working, you can go to a Cam Caballero and see if he can find the zone a little bit more.
Evan Tomlin at the plate, RBI single in the first inning. Swings at this one, and that'll be a foul ball. It's 0-2 now to Tomlin.
And this is where he needs to be, right? Against these big hitters, he's ahead in the order or ahead in the count now. He goes into the control of this AB.
If you can get through 3, we'll have to look at the pitch count as well. And I would imagine they're trying to keep him under 55. Could see Caballero coming in possibly in the 4th. But obviously you got to get through this one first. 0-2. Hit hard right side again on a line, and that one's caught in right field. Runner gets back in time. Nice catch out there in right by Braxton Cantrell for the first down. He read it well.
There's been some hard hit baseballs so far for Tullahoma, but the defense is playing well for the most part for DeKalb County. And it's a big out. Now you can turn two. You're looking to turn two and get out of this inning.
So Colton Emery, the first baseman, flew out to right, and here comes Coach Webb. So he might be at that pitch count right now.
He's at 51 pitches.
Yep.
So it's time. It's going to be Cam Caballero time. And that would, as we mentioned, 55 pitches. Under 55 pitches, you're available on 1 day's rest. With no games tomorrow, that means Evan Pritchard will be available to pitch on Saturday, no matter the result of this game.
And Coach Webb out there talking it over, and this may be where he takes his time.
He's going to.
The home plate umpire will go out, and then he will make the change.
He's going to wait until the umpire comes out and talks to him, and then he's going to point out to left field, and Cam Caballero is just standing there like he doesn't know what's about to happen. Here comes
now
the
both
umpire
umpires will come in. And he's already warmed up. So
it's just and there he goes. Pointed out.
And they're going to leave him out there.
Oh, 51 pitches. Okay.
So Evan Pritchard is going to stay out there for right now with a runner on first and 1 out. And you mentioned it, right at 51.
He's going to throw one pitch and then come out.
Yeah, he might come right back out.
That would be hilarious if he does that, to be honest with you.
At the plate is Colton Emery.
I would love that. Just because why not? You're trying to mess up the rhythm.
Oh, huge jump. And he is still at second base. Pritchard had no chance.
Well, Pritchard, that time, he actually would have gotten him. He's standing on the rubber. He sees that he's going, and he did his standard pickoff move, which is really up and kind of slower and going to first. All he has to do is step off. Steps off, turns, throws to second, and he's out. But he went with the standard pickoff move, and now runner in scoring position.
And no pitches thrown yet to the batter in Emery. First one there on the outside part, misses away. And we saw Tootin there with a lot of speed. We've seen Fulmer steal third as well. So that's absolutely not out of the realm of possibilities for this Tullahoma Wildcats team. Trying to test Ty Webb, who does have a good arm. 1-0. Foul ball.
And they're just scraping one cross at a time. Scoring one in the first, one in the second. They'll take that all the way through.
53 pitches right now.
Coach Webb's got his hand on his hips over there. He's got one more to go if they want to get him out and be available on Saturday. It's a big moment. Big decision.
Can he throw 55 or he has to be at 54?
I think it's 54, but I'm not the rules police.
Ground ball picked up by Young, but he bobbles it, and it's going to be a base runner aboard, and here comes Coach Webb. It was a 1-1 count. Young got there in time to stop it, but it's runners on first and second. Would have been a tough play, and here comes Cam Caballero. This will be a Hall Sports and Outdoors call to the bullpen for the Tigers, and we'll let you know more about Caballero coming up next after this.
Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseyschevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, Delicious Pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back here to Tullahoma, 2-0 lead, and Cam Caballero is on the mound. It is a Hall Sports and Outdoors call to the bullpen. 3 batters in here to this third inning. Right at 54 pitches was Evan Pritchard. He is pulled on a ground ball. Infield single hit by Colton Emery. Was a really good play by Young to get in front. Just couldn't really get the glove and get it out of the hand in time for the out over at first. It was an infield single and brings Mason Bratcher to the plate now. He flew out his first time up. Cam Caballero appeared a couple of times in the District 7 AAA tournament against White County and then again later on, and in both times he pitched really, really well.
He did. And this is a new challenge, though, against this Tullahoma team. They're seeing the baseball well out of Evan Pritchard's hands. Now you go with a right-hander, a little bit taller out there with Caballero, a little bit less velocity, but a big spot. Runners at first and second with only one out, trying to minimize the damage. And, again, just get this game deeper and deeper in when you're within striking distance.
So Evan Pritchard went to first base. My guess is Donnell went out to left and Caballero in to the mound.
I suspect you're correct.
So Mason Bratcher will be at the plate. First batter here to Cam Caballero. Runners on first and second with one out. They would love a ground ball up the middle. Cam Caballero with the flowing hair on the mound. And, he had him jumping. Comes home with the first pitch to Bratcher. There's a called strike, 0-1.
Yeah, it's a different sort of pitch coming in out of Caballero's hands. He's got that kind of taller arm slot, and it sweeps away from these right-handed hitters. Tailing action on his pitches.
And you mentioned it, velocity about the same for all of these pitchers, right at mid-70s, lower 70s. The 0-1 popped up, right side, foul territory. Pritchard giving chase for a second, and that one's going to go out of play. It's the top of the grandstands. It's 0-2.
Boy, how big would a strikeout be for Cam Caballero to come in and get some confidence out there?
No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runners on first and second. Kirby trying to sneak in behind the runner on second base, and Fulmer. I beg your pardon, that's Tootin. And that'll be ball 1. Tootin led the inning off with a walk. Infield single by Emery. In between a line out to right field that was hit hard by Tomlin. It was just a nice play out there and right by Braxton Cantrell. Runner goes from second. Good throw by Webb. The tag, not in time. The throw up towards short side. And Connor Young did a good job of diving there to get to it. Could not make the tag, and the slide a good one as well. A double steal again, and now runners on second and third.
Yeah, head first slide, and we saw it earlier with Justin Fallon where he went feet first and kind of flailed out. He did that with the hands to get his right hand in on the backside of the bag.
2-2. Missed outside, and what a pick by Ty Webb to save a run.
Yeah, big backstop here. If it gets past you, forget about it. It's going to be a run.
Yeah, we saw it in the Upperman game early on. Multiple runs came across for both sides. It's 3-2 to the batter now, Bratcher. Caballero delivers, and that is ball 4. Bases loaded for Hunter Hogan.
And there's been a couple of times in this game, first for Pritchard and now for Caballero, where they've been ahead 0-2 and then walked the batter. That's a really tough one to swallow if you're Coach Webb. Now the bases loaded, and you are one swing of the bat away for Tullahoma from breaking it open in a game DeKalb's been able to keep close pretty effectively through 2.5 innings.
Cam Caballero asking for a new baseball. And bases loaded here for Hunter Hogan, who walked his first time. He did come around to score a run. Second run of the game so far. He's looking to break this one open a little bit for the Wildcats. Tullahoma has won 14 games in a row. Going all the way back to April 8th against Lawrence County. That was the last time they lost, and that was in extras. It was tied 4-4 after 7.
It's gut check time for DeKalb County. Game hangs in the balance right here.
Caballero comes home with the 1-0. Misses low, 2 balls and no strikes.
And this is a Tullahoma team that wants to bury you. Once they've got the advantage like they do now, it's like a shark smelling blood and water. Caballero knows he has to battle. He's got to find the strike zone now.
He's got 1 out in the inning. Bases loaded, so there's a force out anywhere. Working out of the windup, Caballero delivers the 2-0 pitch. And there's a called strike in the inside corner, 2-1.
And we saw DeKalb County pull one out in a similar situation against Stone Memorial on Saturday. The throw home, one bases loaded, but the runner tried to come home and they got him.
The infield is in. That one bounces away from Webb. 1 run scores. They're going to think about the runner from third. He advances. It's 3-0 as Webb, he tried to pick it on the outside part. It popped up off his forearm, and another run across.
Tullahoma's doing a really effective job. Like we mentioned, scraping him across. They're hoping right now is the time when it breaks through and they're able to get a crooked number up there. And Webb's going to go out and have a word with his pitcher. You got Young coming over there as well, and the umpire's not going to let him go for too long.
It's a 3-1 count to the batter. And Hunter Hogan, who already walked once in this game, he would absolutely take that again to try to load the bases again. Caballero struggling to find the strike zone right now. He was ahead on Mason Bratcher, ended up walking him. And now the pass ball has brought home the first run of this third inning for the Wildcats, and there's still just one out and runners on second and third. Hogan at the plate. Here's the 3-1. Called strike.
You say thank you very much if you're a DeKalb County fan and throw the next pitch.
Caballero's ready to go.
Yeah, he should be. Get it in quick.
Here is the payoff. Missed outside, and that will be ball 4. Back-to-back batters walked, loads the bases again. And now 6 total batters have walked, not even through 3 innings of work so far for Tullahoma.
You know that danger red light we talk about all the time, Jacob?
Now batting number 16.
It is blaring like an ambulance siren right now. DeKalb County's got to be very careful here. They're looking at a sizable deficit.
It is the DH Phillip Lemon who grounded out to shortstop his first time up. DeKalb County would love to see that again. 1 gone in the inning. First pitch. That one misses for ball 1.
And they just can't find the strike zone right now. Either arm is really struggling to throw consecutive strikes.
Pritchard was pulled for Caballero at 54 pitches. The 1-0 misses low. 2 balls and no strikes, and Caballero cannot find the strike zone.
And if you're a Tullahoma batter, maybe with the exception of maybe 2, 3, 4, throw 3 strikes in a row. Dare them. Just stand there. I mean, really.
Here comes the 2-0. That way outside. It is 3-0 now. Caballero all over the place on the follow-through.
You're taking the entire time. You should go up there not anticipating swinging the baseball bat because right now it's just strong. And you're mentioning that the follow-through looks a little bit different, like he's trying to just point it in there.
Caballero with the 3-0. There's a strike across. 3-1. 3 straight 3-ball counts. He's gotten to 3-2 on the first 2. That was after being ahead 0-2. Here is the 3-1 again, and that's another walk, and a run comes home. It's 4-0. So Lemon does his job. Coach Webb creeping his way out towards the field.
He hollers at his pitcher and says, puts his hand out, just kind of relax.
Number 4, Trevor.
Don't want to burn a mound visit, but he wanted to get a message across.
So Trevor Cole, the second baseman, he walked his first time up. It's been 3 straight walks, 2 runs across. Ever since Caballero has come on. Still bases loaded, and that one misses high. And a very tough situation right here for Caballero.
I think if you're Coach Webb, if you lose this batter, you've got to make another change. You got to go somewhere.
Swing and a miss back into the mid. 1-1. Finally a strike early on in a count.
Yeah, it's just so tough when you're behind 3-0 to try and throw. You got to throw at least 3 good pitches in a row and hope that they don't hit it.
That's a foul ball, and now Caballero ahead 1-2, looking for a huge strikeout here to the 9 batter in Trevor Cole. Base is juiced with 1 out. And the leadoff batter standing in the on-deck circle, and Andrew Fulmer, who has 2 singles, as that one's popped up and out of play. Fulmer 2 for 2 with 2 singles, a run driven in and a run scored already. He's trying to come up here for the 3rd time in 3 innings.
This question in the comments, it's double elimination-ish. You win this game, you face Upperman, the winner wins the region. You don't have to face the bottom bracket winner.
That one is drilled out to left. Getting it over to it, the left fielder on foul territory line. Makes the catch for out number 2. It will be a sac fly RBI. It scores the 5th run of the game. The ball looked like it was hit a lot harder. Yeah. It was really high in the air, and a nice catch out there and left by Donnell. It does bring a run across, though.
We all got baited on that one because off the bat, I thought that was in the woods, a grand slam home run. Instead, it's the 1 run across, and you're backhand for Caballero. Off the bat, that thing looked like it was crushed, and it ended up just being a routine fly out to left field.
Well, everybody advanced, so it's still 2nd and 3rd. A run came across, and it is 5-0 here in the 3rd. Now with 2 outs. But it is the leadoff batter, Andrew Fulmer, who again is 2 for 2 with a run driven in and a run scored already. Caballero delivers home. This one is drilled. That one down the line. That is a foul ball. And everyone's still running, going to have to make their way back. That one was very close. It was curling, and I think it was foul.
I'm glad you said it, though, because I thought it was fair. But it works out for DeKalb County. It was angling.
Not by much.
It was not by much at all.
And the Tullahoma fans just now realized it. Even though the home plate umpire, he called it right away.
No question.
It is 0-1. Tough strike one there for Andrew Fulmer.
So as I was saying, you have to lose twice to be eliminated, but you do not have to face the winner. You win the first 2 games, you win. You don't have to face somebody who comes out of the bottom bracket to win the region.
If you win twice, you're into the sub-state round. If you lose twice, you're done.
And if you win the first 2, you win the region. It's that simple.
Here's the 0-1 from Caballero. Popped up. Webb trying to find it. Good amount of room. Now he runs out of real estate. And it's 0-2.
You can feel the mentality shift with the top in the order as they are now swinging for the fences with a 5-0 lead. And why not? You've got that backstop to play with of that lead, so you can start trying to just hammer, and they are taking some serious hacks.
Well, now for Tullahoma, I don't know what Tomlin is at right now pitch count-wise, but you're absolutely thinking about pulling him and bringing in ace number 2 or 3. They've got a really deep pitching staff just like Upperman does.
Yeah, it's certainly shaping up to be the tournament that I think a lot of us expected it to be.
0-2. Foul ball. Good battle here.
Absolutely.
Fulmer, he's been really good. He worked a 2-2 count in the first at bat. Was able to drive it for a single. Second time was 1-1.
Credit Caballero for battling in here. Starting to throw better.
0-2 coming again. Goes high and away. And first ball of the at bat. A lot of foul balls by Fulmer. He has been in on the timing of Caballero. Runners on second and third. Here comes 1-2. That's behind him.
And we've seen several 0-2 counts lead to walks. Can't afford to have that here with 2 on already and some gigantic bats coming up.
Yeah, I think Fulmer's trying to get this done with the bat. 2-2. And another foul ball, and he knew he was just close.
He slapped the bat a couple of times on that one.
He saw that one coming in and saw it leaving off the bat out of the park. 2-2. Caballero comes home, and another foul ball. I think that broke a window up there as well in the press box, by the way.
Is that why they said that?
Yep.
Okay.
And they had the window breaking sound effect. I think it actually broke a window. We've seen light bulbs be broken.
That was crazy.
On foul balls. Haven't seen a window and didn't see any glass fall, so that's a good thing. Here comes the 2-2. And another foul ball. This is an insane at-bat.
He is taking BP right now. He's trying to turn it into a home run derby, and Caballero's throwing good pitch after good pitch and not letting him. There's no question about it. He is not swinging for a single. He is swinging to put it over a fence
He's
somewhere.
not trying to draw a walk either.
No, he is not.
He almost got hit. It's ball 3, and it's a full count.
He's crowding up on the plate. That was a pretty good pitch for Caballero. It did miss inside, but that's a good spot to go with how close he is on the plate.
Huge pitch here. 3-2 with 2 outs. Caballero delivers the payoff. And that is ball 4. Missed low. Another walk issued by Tigers pitching. And Coach Webb is starting to come out with J-Ron Morris, the big hitting catcher, coming to the plate with 2 outs.
And I think you got to make a move if you're Coach Webb. And it may be Dallas Kirby over there at short. He's walking in too. But you're in danger of one swing of the bat getting us to run rule territory in a hurry. With how aggressively they're swinging, there's going to be a change.
And there will be a change, and it looks like it's going to be Carson Donnell now coming in from left. All Sports and Outdoors call the bullpen. We'll let you know more after this.
Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseychevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Delicious pan pizza is Domino's best kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, Delicious pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
It's all sports and outdoors call the bullpen for the DeKalb County Tigers. Carson Donnell, who started the game at first base, went out to left field, has now come on to the mound. Third pitcher of the day for the DeKalb County Tigers, and Cam Caballero just unable to find the strike zone there on his relief appearance. Walked 4 of the 5 batters that he faced. 3 runs have already come across. It is still bases loaded, and one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup in Jaron Morris.
Yeah, absolutely. And for Carson Donnell, you just got to find a way to throw strikes. Hey, tomorrow night, a couple of softball games for you. District 7 Single A Tournament starting at 4:30. Clay County against Red Bowling Springs. And then at 6:30, the reigning Single A state champion Gordonsville Tigerettes with Kaylee Plumley taking on the winner of that Clay County Red Bowling Springs game for the district title.
Clay County falling to Gordonsville in the semifinals a few days ago because of the storms. So it could be a rematch of that one in the championship, or RBS could work their way through. They've had to play a lot of games on that bottom part of the bracket. They beat Pickett County, then they beat Clark Range.
Kaylee Plumley's had 4 or 5 days off now, so she'll be
fresh,
ready to go.
Firing it in there about 70 miles an hour.
Not what you want to hear if you're a Clay County or RBS fan.
No.
She is, and we were talking about this on the way up. If she's not, she's got to be the best softball player we've ever had in the Upper Cumberland.
Well, as far as we know.
She's one of the best.
Going to Tennessee
already.
Already
she's one of the best in the state when it comes to high school
She's the best in the state.
Right now, I just mean ever. She's up there.
And Donnell comes home for a called strike to Jaron Morris, who walked in the first inning, popped out to shortstop in foul territory in the second. Donnell a little bit slower on the velocity of the 0-1. Drilled left side. That's going to bring home a run, possibly 2. They are going to send the runner. Caballero, a good throw, uncorks it, and he is out by a mile at home. What a throw by Cam Caballero. It gets out of the inning. Another run comes across on the RBI single by Jaron Morris, and it is a 6-0 lead for the Tullahoma Wildcats. DeKalb County coming back to the plate. They need some runs. This is the Region 4 3A tournament on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student-athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
4 runs came across there for Tullahoma in the bottom of the third. We are headed to the fourth here in Tullahoma with DeKalb County coming to the plate, and they need some runs, trailing 6-0. But Evan Tomlin on the mound, he has been really, really good. He is only at 42 pitches.
Well, you say only
right now.
Tonight.
That
means you got 13 left.
Yep.
You got 12 left.
Imagining that they pull him before 54, 55 to save him for a possible start on Saturday against the Upperman Bees, if this result were to hold. DeKalb County, though, we've seen them make comebacks. They did it against Stone Memorial. They've done it against a few teams. They need some runs right now.
This is a different animal. you're right. They need some runs right this second, especially considering who they've got coming up to the plate. They need it immediately because you don't leave this with runs. What becomes more likely in a hurry is a run rule. So you got to find a way to get some runs across if you're DeKalb County immediately.
3, 4, and 5 due up for the Tigers. Braden Carter, Dallas Kirby, and Weston Wright.
And you've got to also be cognizant of the fact that they want Evan Tomlin out of here in the next 12 pitches. So that you could go two ways with that. You could take, but he could just pepper the strike zone.
Spin in the zone a lot.
But you're trying to foul things off and make this a long inning for him out there because the sooner he's off the mound, the better if you're DeKalb County.
He has been really good. Swinging first pitch, that'll be a foul ball, strike one. One time through the lineup, he struck out 5 batters. Second time already started, got the pop out and the ground out. Only 2 base runners so far, both of them singles by Dallas Kirby and Evan Pritchard back in the second. So no hitter or perfect game, but still pitching pretty well. Ground ball right side, second baseman Cole is there, and there's one out. So 2 pitches, 1 out.
What's the difference between a good team and a great team? Earlier on, we saw a second baseman in the last game go after a ground ball, running up and tried to scoop it and went right under his glove. What did you see that time? That actually ate up the second baseman, but he squared up to it, bounced right into his chest. He's able to field it and deliver the throw over to first. The little things are the difference in this game.
Now the man with one of the hottest bats in the state. Dallas Kirby coming to the plate, singled his first time up.
Don't make a mistake on the first pitch.
He is 8 for his last 16. And the breaking ball got him to turn, and that is strike one. He did not see that one.
And it also wasn't a strike, but that's fine.
It broke at the last second, but
break.
it was one of those where it ends up
Yeah.
in the mitts. It looks like a strike, but I don't know if it hit the plate. Fastball swing and a miss. 0-2 now on Kirby.
Now is where Tomlin's so dangerous because he's brought the slider in, got the strike call, and then he ripped the fastball off. He can throw either one, and the hitter can't sit on something.
There is nobody warming up, by the way, for Tullahoma. It could be somebody on the field.
Yeah.
And that one missed, 1-2.
It's a good take.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Kirby, he already has a choked up approach.
Yeah.
Even without 2 strikes, but especially here with 2 strikes. 1-2. Swing and a miss. It's another strikeout for Tomlin on the mound, his 6th.
And he hadn't had to throw too many pitches yet. He's got an opportunity now at 48, so he's got 6 left that he can play with here. If they're going to pull him, they may not pull him.
They might not.
They've got a deep rotation.
They do.
But he's clearly their best pitcher. So
he's got really good numbers. Would think you'd want him available on Saturday.
Especially in a game you're leading 6-0.
Yeah.
If it's tied or a 1-run game, I would get it. But I think you get him out of there if you're
He gets a breaking ball across. Not too much movement over there at the Tullahoma dugout. Weston Wright at the plate for the second time. Struck out his first time. Ground ball left side. A foul ball, and it's 0-2 now.
I'll tell you why there's no movement, because they're really confident he's about to head back to the dugout.
He's trying to work his second straight 3-up, 3-down inning and retire 8 batters in a row.
He's at 50 now.
So he's got a few to play with here on 0-2.
He's thrown 7 so far in this inning.
That one misses high.
51.
Tullahoma leading 6-0 after the 4 runs across in the third, and could have been more. Got thrown out at home.
Wes Shanks is somewhere with a pitch counter. Just tick, tick, tick.
Or Petey, one of the two. Swing and a miss. He only needed 8 pitches in the inning, and he is beneath the 54. We'll see if he comes back out in the 5th. Another 3-up, 3-down inning, and another strikeout for Evan Tomlin. They come back to the plate in the bottom of 4, leading 6-0. You're watching the Region 4 3A tournament on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Clint Connor is your local auctions expert. With full service from start to finish, the Exit Crossroads Auction Group are here to make the process easy for you. Visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com for more details and current auctions. Clint Connor, your local auctions expert, is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with creative food and drinks on the rooftop. Fire and Vine is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Carson Donnell out there on the mound here in the bottom of the 4th. He gets to face 3, 4, and 5. Balin Tootin Evan Tomlin and Colton Emery, 4 runs across there in the third. Felt like it could have been a little bit more. DeKalb County able to hold it right there. A lot of walks to the first 3 innings of this game. 8 walks total through the first 3 innings to the Tullahoma batters. It's led to 6 runs across already, and now for Tullahoma, you're thinking about 4 more runs, 2 more here, 2 more in the next inning, but you'll see what they can do here in the 4th.
Yeah, for pitchers more than anything else.
Yeah.
If you can make a game a couple innings shorter, you want to do it for DeKalb County. Can they work a clean inning? 1-1-4 up on the board. No zeros yet. Carson Donnell, it's his ball right now. He's in no pitch count trouble. Can he start to find the zone?
And there's only been 4 hits for Tullahoma. They've scored 6 runs on those 4 hits because of the 8 walks in 3 innings. Donnell misses outside. He came on in relief. 3rd pitcher of the day so far for the Tigers. As Tootin leads this one off, walked and scored his last time up. It's this one high in the air. Second baseman Tucker Webb underneath it. And out number 1.
And that's something that's eluded them, being able to get a quick out. So good on Carson Donnell. He's going to be a pitch-to-contact hitter. Defense going to have to make some plays behind him.
They got the 1 out in the second, the leadoff outs with a fly out, but that was also on 1 pitch. They just haven't been able to string together those outs.
It's just so interesting how this tournament has changed because of DeKalb County's graduation.
Yeah.
Because you're not talking about any of this. There's no talk about 55.
They're just going.
You're just going, and it's just completely changes this tournament around.
And a pop-up.
And quite frankly, I think it plays to a significant advantage to Tullahoma and Upperman, who have the deep rotations of staff. Because now, all of a sudden, even if they were to lose one, they're going to be able to bring up very, very effective pitchers in a must-win scenario.
Oh, and for Lawrence County, who played earlier this week, they threw their ace.
a
He
gift
is
for them.
available on Saturday. Dribbler back to the mound. Donnell going to be a tough play. The throw is in time. What a play by Carson Donnell to get Evan Tomlin in time.
Well, when he slid down, I didn't think there was a chance he could make the throw, but he pops up like a catcher with a pop time, throws down, and a great throw down. Pritchard with the grab. 2 up, 2 down for the first time in the ballgame.
Well, Donnell has been at first base. He's been in left field. He's been on the mound. He's had to make plays everywhere. 2 up, 2 down. Trying to work the first clean inning of the game here in the 4th. Colton Emery will be at the plate with 2 outs. Singled, stole the bag, and scored a run in the last inning. And there's a called strike across for Donnell.
Great atmosphere.
The 0-1 hit hard, and that will be down for a hit for Colton Emery with 2 outs. Eats up Caballero a little bit, but he's able to stay in front of it. Again, it is very wet out there in the outfield, all in that grassy area in the outfield. Anything not in the infield in fair territory is extremely wet. Mason Bratcher coming to the plate after the single by Colton Emery.
You can just see Tullahoma, they see the baseball really well. They don't swing at junk. Anything that they feel like they can hit, they take a healthy hack at it. And that's why you're seeing so many hard-hit baseballs, because you got that slower velocity coming in, so it gives them some time to locate it and turn on it.
They've got a runner on first base in Emery with Bratcher at the plate. He swings at it off the end of the bat. Pritchard is there at first. He'll step on the bag. They strand the runner, but a quick bottom of the 4th. We head to 5. Our score 6-0. DeKalb County back to the plate, and they're looking for runs. This is the Region 4 3A tournament on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
Getting started here in the top half of the fifth, and Evan Tomlin still on the mound at 52 pitches. Apparently not going with the same philosophy that all three teams have gone with already in this game, in this tournament, with Lawrence County, Upperman, and DeKalb County pulling their starters before 55 pitches. And he could pull him after this pitch or the next pitch.
He's at 52.
He's at 52 right now.
If he doesn't pull him, I'm surprised. I'm genuinely surprised, Jacob, because you've got a 6-0 lead. You've got a deep enough rotation. If this result holds, though, you're going to be facing an Upperman team with every arm available and some D1 legit arms available.
He throws a fastball in there, a strike across to Evan Pritchard. It is 6, 7, and 8 due up here for the Tigers. Pritchard, Donnell, and Cantrell.
If you're losing or if it's 1-1, a tie game, I get it. But it's an interesting decision.
Well, nobody's warming up.
And nobody has warmed up.
Yeah, and that's 54 right there. And nobody's coming out. So he is going to be done for the weekend after this pitch.
Wow. And I tell you, some of the happiest people in America are right now. They're on a bus right now driving down some back roads.
And he got him to strike out on the 0-2. He's got a really good outing going. His 8th strikeout already through the Tigers here into the 5th inning. But he is done for this tournament.
I'll tell you who it's bad news for. The DeKalb County Tigers. Because they have not been able to hit this guy at all in this baseball game tonight.
8 strikeouts, 9 batters retired in a row going back to the 2nd inning. He's only given up the 2 singles to Dallas Kirby and Evan Pritchard. Carson Donnell at the plate now. And he is just drilling strikes in there. And he's not a huge strikeout guy. 52 strikeouts through 48 2/3 coming into this game. He's got 8 already. Swinging a miss, and he's at 0-2. Looking for 9. Through 4 1/3 on the mound. The 0-2. Breaking ball swung on. Third baseman's got it. Throw to first is a good one, and that's out number 2. Nice play over there in the hot corner by Bratcher.
Now batting number 9, Braxton Cantrell.
I'm still very surprised. Hey, they come out and they win the region on Saturday. It's a brilliant move.
Yeah.
But they may be traveling a long way for their sub-state round matchup.
They're trusting their number 2 against the Upperman Bees.
Hey, what's the road trip like to Heritage from here?
I made it.
It's
a long way down there.
From here.
Oh, from here? Yeah, it's a long way down there. Over there.
You can't get there from here. You got to take a helicopter over some stuff to get there.
Scenic drive, that's for sure. Here's the 1-0. Foul ball. Thinking for DeKalb County, we're not saying they're out of it, but Tomlin has looked really good on the mound. And they have been unable to string together hits. The only 2 hits so far have been the only 2 base runners. Here's the 1-1. That almost hit him.
It was almost a strike, too.
Yeah. He tried to shake it off like it did hit him.
Well, apparently you just put your wrist up and act like it hit you.
Yeah, you just show it to the umpire. Yeah, it hit me right there. Comes the 2-1. And that misses for ball 3. He thought it was strike 2.
He wasn't the only one.
One of the few 3-ball counts. Just the 3rd of the game. 3-1. Swing and a miss. That could have been ball 4. Instead, he swings at the high cheese, and it's 3-2. With 2 outs. Trying to work his 3rd perfect inning in a row. 3-2 with 2 outs. To Braxton Cantrell. Long look in by Tomlin. Payoff. Fastball. Misses low. And just the 3rd base runner of the ball game and the first walk issued by Tomlin on the mound.
Good to be there for Braxton Cantrell. Works the count, gets on, and does what very few others have been able to do, and that's put a little bit of pressure and force Evan Tomlin to go out of the stretch.
This is just the 14th walk of the season for Evan Tomlin. By the way, we forgot about trivia.
We did.
So we will do that coming up in the bottom of the inning.
Perfect.
So runner on first here for DeKalb County. The 9-batter Tucker Webb is at the plate. He struck out looking his first time up. That's right. We're in the 5th inning. This is just the 2nd plate appearance for all of these DeKalb County Tigers. Only 3 base runners so far. All of them have been stranded. 2 of them came in the 2nd, and that's a called strike. Tomlin has been cruising on the mound.
He's in a 68 Chevy down a back row cruising right now.
Kind of Chevy.
Whatever you want it to be.
Throw coming down from, did he get that tag down? No. They thought they had the swipe tag, and what a throw by Jaron Morris behind the plate.
I think
Fulmer tried to hit the swipe tag.
I think it was actually a terrible throw and a tremendous tag out there by Fulmer. And that was close. It was real close.
But Cantrell now at second base. And a 1-1 count to Tucker Webb. There's a called strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the batter, Tucker Webb. He's trying to flip it back to the top. He's trying to score the first run of the game for the Tigers with a hit.
Just build a little momentum here if you're DeKalb County. Give yourselves a fighting chance.
Only 2 hits so far, only 3 base runners. Cantrell stands on second after being walked. 1-2. And misses for ball 2.
And this is the thing with DeKalb County. The record is what it is, but they've been competitive in games. They have never gone down easy this season. They're trying to continue that here in this one.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Tomlin, long look in with Cantrell standing at second base. He's going to step off.
I cannot believe they left him out there. I really can't.
And there's still no movement, so they're letting him
his
go.
game.
Yeah,
well, at this point, he can throw 120.
Yeah, it doesn't matter now. 2-2. Swing and a miss. 9th strikeout of the day for Tomlin on the mound through 5 innings of play. It's 6-0, and the Wildcats coming back to the plate in the bottom of 5 will also have trivia. This is the Region 4-3 tournament on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseyschevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, Delicious Pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
7-8-9-2 up here for Tullahoma. Hunter Hogan, Philip Lemon, and Trevor Cole. They need 4 runs to end the game here to make it a 10-0 lead. DeKalb County and Carson Donnell going to try to extend it for at least another inning. Little blooper out to left, Caballero underneath, and that's 1 pitch and 1 out.
How about the job Carson Donnell has done? He came in and got shelled in the district tournament. He came in today and has completely stopped the bleeding.
He's been the only pitcher that's been in the zone.
Yeah, absolutely. He's doing a great job out there on the mound.
There were 8 walks through the first 3 innings of this game issued by DeKalb County pitchers. Since Donnell has come in, he was able to get out of the 3rd, and that was with a nice throw by Cam Caballero as well. A run did score. However, he has come in and only allowed 2 base runners, technically.
And he's throwing in the mid-60s.
Yep.
But he's locating them, and that's the key.
And Tullahoma has been unable to time him up. Philip Lemon at the plate. And that'll be a foul ball. It's 0-2. Seemed like it was going to be a carousel after those 4 runs came across in the 3rd, and Donnell has snuffed it out so far.
Yeah, regardless of the result, he's done a really good job in this one.
The 0-2 popped up in the infield, drifting towards the outfield as Kirby a couple steps in the grass. He lost it. Center fielder cannot get there. They lost it up in the air, and that'll be a base runner aboard.
And he's looking right up into the lights against the sky, and you could tell the moment where he lost it, he kind of flared his arms out. And that's kind of going to be ruled a hit because it drops in. If it just drops in like that, it doesn't hit a glove, it's going to be a hit. But a couple of plays in the field today for DeKalb County that they'll want to have back as they left the door open for this explosive Wildcats offense.
So now Trevor Cole to the plate with only 1 out, other than what could have been the 2nd. Trevor Cole had a sack fly RBI his last time up. He also walked his first time. He's had a good day so far. Here in this 9 spot, second baseman for the Wildcats. That one misses low and inside, 1-0.
Donnell's pitching well enough that I think if you're Coach Webb, you got to take him out before he hits to 55 because you need him on Saturday.
Yeah, you need everybody available on Saturday. Especially if you lose this one, you would face Lawrence County in that 3 o'clock game to keep your season alive.
And they're going to have their number 1
and
going.
They will have their ace going. And he's going all the way.
Correct.
No 55 cap. 1-0.
Good
Called
pitch.
strike.
Yeah, that's one of the toughest places to pinpoint a fastball because you can't bring it too far in where it hits them. You got to catch the zone. It's a good pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first base here for the Wildcats. Comes home to Cole.
Same spot.
And that one misses.
Maybe not.
Maybe a little bit inside or high. One of the two. Combination of both. 2-1 to Trevor Cole. Donnell checks over. Not too much of a lead over there at first base for Lemon.
Lemon better be careful when he gets up there because when he stood up, there was a split second where nothing was touching the bag. Pritchard had already thrown back.
You can keep that tag applied. That one misses as well, and it's 3-1 now. The first time that Donnell has gotten behind in one of these counts.
I think you have to keep the tag down. You just tag and then you act like you're going to throw back. Oh, gotcha.
3-1. Hit out to left. Short left. Caballero cannot get there in the first out of the game, first out of this inning, and then 2 base runners aboard here. Flips the lineup back over to the leadoff batter, and Andrew Fulmer.
And this is how they started the last big inning that they had. Remember I said this is how big innings start, and in that one there were actually 2 outs when Fulmer came up to the plate. Now it's only 1, and you mentioned just 4 runs away from keeping this to a short game tonight for Tullahoma.
Fulmer has singled twice, he has walked. This is his 4th time to the plate. He's been aboard 3 times. He has scored a run, he has driven in a run. He's got 2 runners on first and second. Swinging first pitch, a ground ball, a foul ball.
And the last time up, he walked, but he was swinging for the fences.
Yeah, and he was mad at himself on a couple of those foul balls. He fouled off at least 6 pitches in that plate appearance.
First one here against Donnell. That was against Caballero, though. So.
Yeah. There's a rabbit on the field. That one hits a Young. It eats him up. And they're going to hold the runner as the rabbit takes off into foul territory left side. He is over there by third base. You can see him on the field. He's taking off down that left field line over by the fence. And he's taking a breath. Bases loaded now for J-Ron Morris after 3 straight singles out there in the field. And they're hoping that's a good luck bunt.
The rabbit is just hanging out over there.
He's just chilling now. He's trying to figure out a way to get out. He's running down the line, still on that fence line.
He's got some
blazing
getaway speed.
Kane Shanks out there.
Run bucks. Flying around on the base paths in foul territory.
J-Ron Morris at the plate, and he is hit, and that'll bring home the 7th run of the game for the Wildcats. Phillip Lemon comes home to score, and still just 1 out, and now that 10-run rule is absolutely in play. A runner will come on here for J-Ron Morris as well with 1 out. And Balin Tootin at the plate. He could finish this with 1 swing of the bat.
If this holds Saturday at noon, go ahead and clear your schedule. It's going to be one of the best Class 3A games you're going to have all season long.
For a
it could be a
title.
potential state tournament preview. It's going to be fun.
Tootin swinging to first base, step on the bag. A run will score. That is 2 outs. And 8 runs across, and the winning run now stands on second base. So it does bring home a run, but they get the 2nd out in the process.
Stepping up to the plate, number 18, Evan.
And Evan Tomlin, who has started this game on the mound and has been tremendous.
Well, he can go ahead and clinch the Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game with 1 swing of the bat.
He
right
might
here.
already have it.
Yeah, it's very close.
He is
very
already
close to
driven
being
in a
secure.
run. But yeah, if he puts this into the outfield, and he almost got hit. Backs out of the way. 1-0. Last time up, he grounded out to the pitcher, that little dribbler. And a nice play by Carson Donnell. He is also lined out to right, singled in the first. The 1-0. Ground ball left side. Young gloves it. The throw to first is in time. It's an 8-0 lead for Tullahoma. DeKalb County buys themselves another inning coming to the plate, and they need runs yet again. This is the Region 4 3A tournament on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student-athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Back here in the sixth, 8-0 lead now for Tullahoma. DeKalb County got to get base runner aboard there in the fifth, unable to move him around as Cantrell got stranded at second base. Evan Tomlin still on the mound here in the sixth. It'll be 1, 2, and 3. Connor Young, Ty Webb, and Braden Carter at the plate. So Connor Young trying to lead things off here. Made a nice play there to end that last half inning. Tomlin trying to keep it going. He's got 9 strikeouts through 5 innings. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, and this is now you're talking about the third time through the lineup, and they still have not been able to touch the fastball. He's just been able to lean on it, firing it away over and over again, and just haven't been able to catch up to it yet.
And Connor Young is a good leadoff batter. He's grounded out and popped out so far. That one misses. It's 1-1. And this is a DeKalb County team. We talked about it. Scored 7 runs a game through the 7 AAA tournament. They've been scoring it well, but this Tullahoma team, they don't allow a lot of runs. Here's a ground ball left side, and 3 pitches, 1 out.
I think what I've been most impressed with in Tullahoma in this game is the range that their infielders have shown. They've been these ground balls, even the fairly hard hit ground balls, they've been able to reach in the infield, and that's the hallmark of a really good defense is you're able to make those throws. You had to play to end the inning a few innings ago. The shortstop ranges over. He's able to spin, plant his back foot in the ground, make an accurate throw. I think that's been the most impressive thing Tullahoma's done, and at the infield defense has been really, really good.
It doesn't look like there's any holes anywhere in the infield. Outfield hasn't really been tested, but when they have, they've been able to make the grabs. No errors from either side in this game. It's been a very clean game.
There have been a couple of them for DeKalb that if errors were scored differently, could have been errors.
First one in there. Misses outside to Ty Webb. He is 0 for 2 with strikeout looking in the ground out.
And you're just trying to become a base runner over that young man who's on deck. Can you stretch it?
And that one misses inside. The rare 2-0 count to the batter against Tomlin.
They've had some magic this year. This would be some real magic.
They need a lot. They need to use that. Hey, they had that bunny run across. They're hoping that's a little bit of it. And it's 3-0.
That's called strike.
It is 2-1.
It should have been 3-0, but hey.
Tomlin delivers. There's another called strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 away already in the inning. Ty Webb trying to keep it going. 2-2. And a foul ball into Webb in the box. He'll do it again. Upperman playing at noon on Saturday, awaiting the winner of this one. If this result holds, it'll be Upperman and Tullahoma in the region championship at noon on Saturday. The winner of that will be done and into the sub-state round, hosting a sub-state round. The loser will have another chance. They will play at 6 o'clock Saturday evening as Ty Webb a little bit shaken up after that foul ball.
It hit him on the leg.
Yeah. The loser of this game would play Lawrence County in the, I guess you could say, the loser's bracket, the consolation game, first consolation game on Saturday at 3 o'clock. Winner of that play the loser of the region championship. Popped up. Foul territory. J-Ron Moores gives chase and runs out of room. Got a helicopter flying over, it sounds like. Still 2-2.
Yeah, and that's going to be a long day of baseball here on starting Saturday at noon, 3 and 6. 2 trips to sub-state on the line.
Tomlin, the 2-2, sixth, 10th strikeout of the day. Not sure where 6 came from.
I think you were going to say sick breaking ball because that's what that was in there. He dropped it right through the zone. That was a really good pitch.
10 Ks on the day for Tomlin, and that is an impressive number. He is through 5 2/3. He's facing Braden Carter in the lineup, who's 0 for 2 with a couple of groundouts to the second baseman, Trevor Cole. Tomlin trying to work quickly through again here in the 6th. He gave up a base runner in the 5th. He's only allowed 3 base runners today, 2 singles and a walk.
But again, he's done.
He is done for this tournament. He cannot pitch on Saturday. And I would love to hear the reasoning behind it.
I think I could hear the reasoning, and I'll still disagree with it. That makes no sense.
But I would still like to know.
I would, too. Well, it's got to be. You just really like your staff.
They have a good staff, but when you've got the opportunity to keep him, why wouldn't you?
Well, obviously they're anticipating on winning.
Yep.
You're going to face a team that's been to 2 straight state championship games. You may want to have your best guy. I don't know. Maybe think about it.
Upperman will.
They will.
They'll have the pick of the litter. 2-1 from Tomlin. Popped up 2-2.
Yeah, Upperman's going to have their pick of Division I guys. Yeah, they want to throw on.
Haven't seen Kane Shanks in a while. He is available.
There's somebody out in center who may be flirting around with.
Tristan Fallon would be available.
Everybody.
Curtis is available.
Everybody. Chris
Giuliano is available.
Worky Allison is available.
Swing and a miss. 11 Ks through 6 for Tomlin on the mound. And Tullahoma will come back to the plate in the bottom of 6. They lead at 8-0. This is the Region 4 3A tournament on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Delicious pan pizza is Domino's best kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, delicious pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back here in the 6th, and I keep forgetting trivia, so let's get to trivia as Tullahoma gets ready to come back to the plate. Our trivia question, Phillies related today.
Boo!
How many seasons did the Phillies play before winning their first World Series? Your options, 77, 55, 44, or 66. Once again, how many seasons did the Phillies play before winning their first World Series? 77, 55, 44, or 66.
The options are funny. The double numbers?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
Due up here for
The
Tullahoma.
team sucks, by the way. Just continue on.
5, 6, and 7. They're pretty good this week.
No, they're not.
5, 6,
They're
and 7.
frauds.
Colton Emery, Mason Bratcher, and Hunter Hogan.
Oh, no.
Tullahoma only needs 2 runs. They could do it here, or they could do it in the top of the 7th.
Not the Phillies. Said no one ever.
I don't know. It's the hottest team in baseball right now.
Yeah, congratulations, it's May.
Strike across to Colton Emery. Carson Donnell, he's come on. He's been pretty solid.
He really has.
Gave up the 2 runs there in that last inning.
I mean, this game was barreling towards being done a while ago, and he's come in and done a pretty nice job in here.
Hey, there.
2 balls and a strike to the batter and Colton Emery.
Dez immediately said 77 to the trivia question. Without hesitation, 77.
2-1. Hit hard, and that'll be out there for a hit to lead things off for Colton Emery. He has been aboard a few times. That is his 3rd hit of the game. He's 3 for 4.
I'm trying to figure out what kind of bats Tullahoma's using. Not that they're illegal bats in any way, just because the sound off the bat is really like, it's just, everything sounds like it's being blasted.
A lot of guys use that silver. I think it's a DeMarini.
Because, like, we had the one that was a routine flat that
Yeah.
sounded like it got hit 500 feet.
Yeah.
The sound is throwing me off sometimes. It was a good, well-struck baseball on that one.
First pitch in there to Mason Bratcher. 1-0. Runner on first after the single. I'll tell you what, Colton Emery has put together a good day. 3 for 4 with 3 singles and a run scored in that 5th spot for Tullahoma. This one popped up high in the air. Kirby and Young trying to find it. Young on the left side, able to grab it for out number 1.
Again, Carson Donnell, he's going to pitch to contact. And there's been some solid contact, but the defense has made plays around him for the most part. And he's been able to really limit the damage.
Hunter.
So it'll be Hunter Hogan coming to the plate. Flew out to left his last time up. Before that, he had walked twice and scored twice. He's going to see if he can't get on base again.
This game is kind of similar to the game DeKalb County played on Thursday against Upperman.
Yeah,
They're down
very.
8-0. They scored 3 runs late in that game,
Yep.
but it's very similar feeling to that game.
Foul ball off the catcher's mask of Ty Webb. Yeah, that was Juju Yano, who was really dominant through 6 innings. Alec Wilson came in, able to get out of it, but allowed 3 runs in the process. And talking with Matt Wilson before the game, this was the year to the day that Alec Wilson tore his ACL.
Wow.
He comes on here to a place that he struggled pitching last time he pitched here, and he shut the door on Lawrence County.
Des says Babe Ruth is always her answer if he's an option, and anything else is just whatever feels right.
Gets away from Webb, and advancing up to second base will be Emery.
And for DeKalb County, if this result holds, they're going to have a chance against Lawrence County on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then you're just trying to give yourself another game. Can you force your way through a ball game to pull an upset at some point and win it? It's going to be tough against their number 1, but you're going to have every arm available, and you hope that the bats roar back to life in the daylight. Maybe that's the magic sauce that they need, but they're going to have a chance.
2 balls and a strike here.
But they're going to have to flush this one quickly.
Yeah. And that misses inside now. 3-1 to Hunter Hogan.
You got to be careful here. There's a potential winning run at the plate. Don't want to put him on the base pass. There's only 1 out.
1 out in the inning. That was the pop outs by Bratcher to Young over at third base. Donnell delivers and hit hard at shortstop. It bounces off of Kirby's chest into center field. That's a tough play. That was on the short hop. He cannot make it and stay in front of it. It keeps it in the infield, but a hot shot puts Hunter Hogan on.
Yeah, that one was ripped over, and he's trying to shake it off as it may have hit him up in the shoulder, actually. Yeah, sure. They ruled it a hit in the building.
Now batting number 22.
It's a tough play. Petey calls that an error.
Bang!
They called it a hit here in the
That
building.
was a rope.
That's also one of those plays where you wonder how some guys have 600 batting averages. Some stuff like that happens, and it's ruled a hit.
I think Kirby a little bit shaken up after that as well.
he got
There is
hit
a
up
trainer
high.
actually kind of making his way out towards the field of play, trying to make sure he's okay.
They're going to be able to change.
Scoreboard power went out. It's back on. Kirby looks to be okay. They're giving him some time. Runners on first and second and a change at the plate. So pinch hitting for Phillip Lemon in the DH spots. With 2 runners on first and second, the winning run over at first base now, and that batter.
Cade Fanning is the batter here.
He used the left fielder. That's why I couldn't find his number. He's not a sub. I was calling him Kale as well. It is Cade.
Both names are good.
It's the handwriting I couldn't read. Wasn't
Was it
my
your
fault
own?
this time. No, it wasn't mine this time.
I say with terrible handwriting as well.
Oh, mine's awful. I know. So it is Cade Fanning at the plate. 1-0 count. Someone was in the dirt. Webb able to stay in front of it. Runners on first and second. The winning run at first base. That one misses low, and it is now 2-0 to Fanning.
And Donnell is just the control is leaving a little bit here in the third inning of relief.
We'll get to the trivia answer coming up the end of this inning. 2-0. And in the dirt again, it is now 3-0 and in danger of loading the bases for Trevor Cole, the 9-batter who has been good today.
We may want to do the trivia answer after this next pitch.
Okay. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
We've got guesses for 77 so far. How many years did it take the Phillies to win their first World Series? Ground ball left side. Young is there. He will step on third and get the second out of the inning. So it gets the lead out, and it will bring the 9-batter to the plate in Trevor Cole.
And it's going to be a tough throw over to first. So you take the easy route, go over and tag the bag. He was thinking double play, but wasn't able to launch on the throw, makes a good decision and not let it go.
Do you have an answer?
So I hate the Phillies so much, I'm just going with the max. I'm saying 77.
It is 77. First Modern World Series was played in 1903, and the Phillies played 77 seasons, 97 overall, before winning their first World Series title in 1980 against the Royals, 4-2.
Hey, Jacob, did I cheat?
No. I figured you would like that one.
I
figured you would like
I didn't
that
know
one.
the answer, but I was 100%. You could have said 185 years, and I would have said that one.
That would be impressive. Also not
exactly.
possible.
It wouldn't have mattered. I still would have said it.
Runners on first and second here. That winning run still over at first base.
So I've missed one multiple choice trivia all year.
Yeah.
And it was a bogus question.
One or two?
Well, I missed the second one, but it was the open-ended one.
Oh, good point.
That one was tough.
It was a Braves one.
It was a
at least.
Braves one.
2-0 misses. It's now 3-0 to the batter, Trevor Cole.
And you gave me a good hint, but it threw me off. When you said late 20th, I was thinking late 90s,
Yeah.
and it was early 90s.
Early 90s.
But even if you had given me choices on that one, I would have missed it.
True.
So
if I would have given you the right choices.
Correct.
3-0 here to Trevor Cole, and that is strike one.
Little delayed call. We got some softball
Sometimes you can hear him
We got some
yell.
softball influences behind home plate. I need to sign quicker.
3-1. That is ball four. Loads the bases for the leadoff batter, Andrew Fulmer. And the winning run will stand at second base, and Coach Webb is making his way out.
By the way, can we stop that in softball?
Yeah, why?
The slow
Why?
call. Just make the call.
Yeah.
Andrew Fulmer.
We got a potential winning run in scoring position now, and it looks like it's going to be a change for Coach Webb. Somebody's coming out of the bullpen.
He will soon.
Yep. All Sports and Outdoors call the bullpen. Let you know who it is after this on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseychevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye.
Third baseman Connor Young, the fourth pitcher of the day for the DeKalb County Tigers. He is on the mound in relief of Carson Donnell, who was at 44 pitches, so saving him for Saturday matchup as well, thinking that you're probably going to need him at some point on Saturday, especially if you're able to win that first game against what we think is going to be Lawrence County. And right now, Tullahoma's got a chance with one swing of the bat. They could end this game as Andrew Fulmer is at the plate. He has been to the plate 4 times. He has been on base 4 times with 3 hits and a walk.
Yeah, it's a big spot here if you're young, trying to just give your bats an opportunity and see if you can put something together. And if nothing else, build some momentum into your first game on Saturday. Of course, you'd love to come back and stun the world, but right now your main issue is trying to avoid the run rule, which a base hit in the outfield could deliver home for Tullahoma.
Yeah, you've got Cade Fanning standing on second base. He is that representative of the winning run. Fulmer will be at the plate. 4 plate appearances, 4 trips on the base path. Swinging first pitch and a foul ball.
And this has been his MO the last couple of ABs for him. He's coming up hunting the big fly, and he puts a big cut on that one, first pitch that he sees from Young.
Aggressive. If it's close to the zone, he's swinging.
And he hasn't been swinging at the stuff that's been way out of the
zone.
No,
he's
worked that
been selective. That one misses. It's 1-1.
But when he's deciding to swing, look out.
He's got a great eye for the zone.
Yes.
He's looking for one big swing. Young trying to get one out. Ground ball again. That's a foul ball. Not by much. I've seen a couple of those tonight.
I credit the home plate umpire because I've seen a few times in situations like that. Oh, it was a fair ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
No.
Or it was a balk.
Right. Yeah. 1-2. Ball 2.
That was close. That was a pretty good pitch from Young.
It's just a little bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded with 2 outs. Fulmer at the plate. Young delivers. Called strike 3, sits him down. And DeKalb County going to have to score some runs coming up in the top half of the 7th. This is the Region 4 3A tournament on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Delicious pan pizza is Domino's best kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville. Delicious pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
It's an 8-0 lead for Tullahoma. That means DeKalb County needs 8 runs to extend this game, and it will be 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Tigers. Dallas Kirby, Weston Wright, and Evan Pritchard against Evan Tomlin on the mound, who has 11 strikeouts through 6 innings.
He's been sensational in this game. And I wonder, as I'm thinking about it, there was a little PTSD for Tullahoma in that they lost a game in the region tournament last year that they weren't anticipating losing. But in that game, Evan Tomlin went 7 strong innings. And so you just say, forget about it. We're going to do everything we can to make sure we win this game. But in the grand scheme of things, I think they better hope that they win that first game on Saturday, or else they're going to be deep into their rotation for their last game, trying to save their season.
Tullahoma trying to get to that region title game against the Upperman Bees at noon on Saturday. DeKalb County seeing if they can't score some runs, get there themselves, most likely falling into the game against Lawrence County, the elimination game to keep their season alive. And then whoever would win that game at 3 o'clock would have a sub-state berth game at 6 Saturday night against the loser of the region title game.
Speaking of Saturday, our friends at 931 Sports Cards and Collectibles in Cookeville hosting Tennessee Volunteers, the Guy Ziegler, on Saturday night. Visit 931 Sports Cards and Collectibles on Facebook for more information.
You can get your autograph, photo taken for a small charge. It's not bad at all, and encourage you to check that out if you're going to be at home on Saturday night and you're a Tennessee fan.
This one hit by Kirby. Guess what? Dallas Kirby's aboard.
I mean, we mentioned, I talked about it earlier, and they haven't been able to do it. The best way to get runs in this game for DeKalb County is for somebody to get on in front of Dallas Kirby, because he's been the one that's been able to hit Evan Tomlin. 2 out of the 3 hits.
2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Yeah, and that's just the 3rd hit of the ball game for the Tigers. Weston Wright, he has struck out a couple of times. He's at the plate now with a runner on first base. DeKalb County trailing by 8. Tomlin, the 11 strikeouts through 6 innings, getting the 7th inning to work. And again, he was through 4. Under 54 pitches. Could have been pulled. Could have brought in somebody else, another good pitcher. This is a staff with a lot of good pitchers. Similar to Upperman, would have had him available on Saturday for the region title game. And instead electing to let him go. And you said it too. Could have been maybe thinking back to last year in that region, that first region game against Livingston Academy.
I still think it's an absolute wrong decision.
It's the only team that did not go with that philosophy. Upperman will have everybody available. DeKalb County will have everybody available. Lawrence County will have everybody available.
It's almost like you've been presented a gift with the extra day. And if you don't want the gift, that's okay, but the gift may be a real nice Rolls Royce in the form of a home sub-state series.
It's now 3-1 to the batter in Weston Wright.
This comeback's going to be unbelievable for DeKalb County. Here come the Tigers.
They've had some magic in this postseason.
This would be, you want to hear a call.
This would be
crazy.
Next level.
I mean, goodness gracious.
3-1. Off the mitts in.
I probably should wait till they have a runner in scoring position to say that, but hey, why not?
3-2. Nobody out with a runner on first base here for the Tigers.
See if my trivia luck can get sprinkled around.
The announcer's jinx works in the opposite way.
Exactly. Nope.
Called strike 3 on the outside corner. 12th strikeout of the day for Evan Tomlin.
I tried, Tiger fans.
The nope caught me off guard.
Yes, he said the announcer jinx work in reverse. Did not.
You know why? It's not a thing.
It's most certainly a thing.
Evan Pritchard at the plate.
You're going to believe that it's a thing in the next year.
Promise I won't.
This time next year, we're going to be calling a region baseball game, and you're going to believe in it.
Nah.
It's my goal in life.
Oh, check swing. That will be a called strike. Evan Pritchard been aboard once. He did single back in the second. One of the 3 hits, the only other batter to have a hit in the game for the Tigers.
By the way, I know it looks like a turf field on your screen right now.
It's not. It's gorgeous.
Grass.
It's a little bit wet, but it is gorgeous. They do a good job.
Absolutely. First-class program.
That'll be a foul ball. Actually, heard that it is run by the city of Tullahoma. They actually take care of this stadium and the field.
I bet they host a lot of events. I bet they host a lot of Little League summer ball events here in this stadium.
Yeah, why not when you've got something this cool, this unique?
Well, good on the city of Tullahoma.
Yeah. 0-2. Hit hard. Out to left.
That's crushed.
And Fanning back there to make the catch for out number 2.
That's the hardest hit ball of the day for DeKalb County. It's just an atom ball at the right or the left fielder. He made a good play. And now DeKalb's down to their final out tonight.
Down to their final out. It will be Carson Donnell. He's 0 for 2 with a backwards K and a ground out to the left side of the infield. He's got a runner on first base in Dallas Kirby. Winner of this will play Upperman at noon. Loser of this will play Lawrence County at 3 on Saturday afternoon. We'll be doing softball tomorrow at Crump Paris Park. Swing and a miss. Red Boiling Springs, Clay County at 4:30, I believe you said.
4:30 for Red Boiling Springs, Clay County. Then Gordonsville awaits the winner in the championship game after.
7 single A softball. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Looking for his 13th K of the day in 7 innings of work. Evan Tomlin on the mound. As the crowd on their feet here at Grider Stadium.
Not even
Miss Lowe.
Wasn't even close.
1-2. Tried to sell it.
They did. Try to cheer him into a call.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Carson Donnell. Swing and a miss. 13 punch outs on the day for Tomlin on the mound, and that is the final score. 8-0. Tullahoma wins it They will be playing the Upperman Bees in the region championship on Saturday.
Potential state tournament preview, potential state championship game preview, because of course they'd be on the other side of the bracket. If both teams make it there, it's going to be a lot of fun. But of course, they will not have Evan Tomlin available in that game. Upperman will have every arm ready to go, but regardless, we're going to have a lot of fun on Saturday at 12, and then DeKalb County now trying to save their season at 3, give themselves one more chance to punch their ticket to Sub-State.
8-0 the final score tonight. 8 runs on 11 hits. No errors in the field for Tullahoma. DeKalb County, no runs on 3 hits and no errors in the field. And Evan Tomlin was tremendous. 7 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 13 strikeouts. And he only did it on 98 pitches. But again, he is unavailable on Saturday coming up this weekend. Offensively for Tullahoma, really good day for Andrew Fulmer. 3 for 4 with a run driven in and a run scored. 3 for 4 for Emery as well, their first baseman, with a run scored in there. For the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game, gotta believe I know who it's going to.
Yeah, it's Evan Tomlin, without question. He's the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game tonight. He was dominant on the mound. You saw it there. Third time through the lineup, didn't matter. Firing that fastball pass, swung on and missed. He finished it in style. Dallas Kirby continued his hot plays. The only DeKalb County Tiger that was able to get to him consistently with 2 hits tonight. He added an RBI on the other end as well. Without question, he's player of the game. But, again, not going to see him again in this tournament. And now all focus turns to Saturday, and that's a big, big factor.
Upperman and Tullahoma, 2 of the top teams in the state of Tennessee, 2 of the top teams on the eastern side of the state of Tennessee as well, will meet for the Region 4 3A championship at noon on Saturday. The winner hosts a sub-state game. They are done and they are through. The loser still has another chance. They would play at 6 o'clock Saturday night. DeKalb County, we will have their game on Saturday as well. They will face Lawrence County to keep their season alive in an elimination game at 3 o'clock on Saturday. If they win, they would play the loser of that first game at 6 o'clock. That's going to do it for us today. For Noah McKay, I'm Jacob Vincent saying so long from Grider Stadium. Tullahoma wins it 8-0.